What's up, people? One Up Punch here. Today, September 6th, 2024, they had a new update for Forever Skies, and I wanted to go back and take a look at it. I put about a couple hours into the game, but I also had about 20 hours beforehand. I was messing around with the different things in the very earlier stages of early access. What they did for this update in particular is they added new inventory spaces for the backpack. It went from, I think, 5 additional to an additional 20 more slots. They have a whole new rework of the crossbow, reloading animations, sound effects, and so on. They even messed around with this new thing called the Artifact Trading Station, where you would normally take all your normal, like, modules or artifacts or anything that you find, and instead of selling it, you could take it to that place, grind it up, and get something better. I'm not really sure as to where they are, per se, and I haven't found one yet. I mainly got to the outpost where we have to find Noah and go and find his body as well as the notepad that would be on the ground. I did this in my other playthrough, but because that specific, I guess, save was all corrupted, I had to start a brand new one, and now I'm kind of like at where I was beforehand, being able to have the extractor. I have a advanced upgrade station and some other things. But essentially, I want to go down the list of different things that they added into Forever Skies with the new combat and quality of life update. So let's go ahead and talk about the listings right here in the patch notes. Going down the list, the first thing is new combat locations, which is new nature territory and wild habitat. Then they have combat added to locations, Underdust Suburbs. They also added a new enemy, or 3 of them, Mantis, Webbling Larva, and Webbling Larva Nest. They also added some new tools and devices. The crossbow bolt got 2 different new ammunition types, charged and poisonous, other than upgraded crossbow, and there's also a shock version. They have charged mine and stun mine. Backpack got a upgrade from small to 5 additional slots, medium is 10 additional, and large is 20 additional. The chitin armor suit upgrade, and artifact trade station. Then they have new resources, fiberglass, motion detector, liquid oxygen, liquid neon, moss needle, and tech fragment, as well as a new feature to where if you hold down, I think it's the C button, you're able to get to the radio menu. I think it says right here, a radio menu is now available by holding down C. Use this to quickly access different ammo types, health, food, and water. Pretty decent change because it was hard to go into your inventory, find like water or food or something, eat it so that you didn't starve or, dehydrate to death, and then you had to restart back from the beginning. There really isn't much of an issue when you play the game on hard mode. There is issues like, for example, your food and hunger will go down faster, and if you take a hit, it's going to be like getting hit by a truck. But you don't lose all your stuff in your backpack. That's only in permadeath mode. So that was also a nice touch, and I'm currently playing hard mode right now. The other things were the SFX sounds and different animations for the reload when it comes down to the crossbow itself. They had a new player requested item. Combat has also been added to the Underdust Suburbs location as we originally promised when we released the gardening update back in spring. If players chose to not start a new game to experience the story, changes have been completed all current objectives, then a unique quest will be available where you can experience some new content via the quest line. After catching my breath, essentially what it means is that you're going to be getting 2 different types of quests. If you have one quest line from the post-update after this, like if you still have a save file from that, it'll be a whole different quest line than the one that you get from a brand new save. And I don't know what I'm currently going to be having. For mine, for example, I still have my save, even though it says it's kind of like weird. I don't know, it takes a while for it to load. And then I have my brand new save file that I'm currently on right now, which is also in hard mode. I understand early access games and the different tiers of them, but when it comes down to this annoying bug or this FPS drop when you take the elevator going down to the suburbs, I hope that that becomes an actual fix later before a full release, mainly because my FPS would drop from 90 down to almost 10, and then sometimes my game would actually crash. It does have issues trying to load when you're going through like different storms, deal with lightning storms and rain, and that's just also another part of the course for being an early access game. I'm not going to criticize it too much because it's not full release, but still kind of an annoyance I have to deal with when I'm trying to go and progress through the story, especially in a game that's fully about story mode and exploration. But like I said, I'm not going to criticize it too much because it is an early access and they are still kind of going through the different changes and development of the actual game itself. They also added some new plants. the Eclair, Dust Firecracker, Diver Pearl, Summer Balm, Siren Crown, and Moss Needle. And they did have a bunch of changes, but a lot of it seemed like it was recipe changes. Like Moth Aquarium and Fill Tank became a fiberglass material in order to craft it. Same thing with the Bloom Airship module. You're going to need fiberglass to do it. And some other quality of life changes as well. But I'm not going to go through the whole thing because this video is not going to be that long. I'd say about maybe 6 minutes and under is where I'm kind of stretching for. But I thought I'd let people know that the new update, Combat Update, is out for Forever Skies. If you want to play it, go ahead and try it on Steam. I think it's like $24.99. And personally, I'm kind of glad coming back and playing it since there's more stuff to do and there's more things to try out with also a different type of story. But that's all I got for Forever Skies. There's other games coming out this week. I think I might put out Chrono Arc since it's the new card game that I've been loving a lot lately. And I've been also wanting to get back and try out Trials of Fire and do a video for that one. But those are just a couple of videos that might be coming out this week and next week. But like I said, I've been one nut punch and this has been another video. I'll be coming back to streaming as well next week, Monday through Friday, since Labor Day kind of happened this week. And it kind of threw me off with some other things. But like I said, I'll see everybody later.